Hello folks, today we're exploring Stockley Park and Stockley Golf Course, the only golf course in the UK which is built on a former landfill. It's gonna be pretty interesting and you're gonna find out everything about it. Just stay tuned. Just listen to the birds. So nice. Here is my trusted, food-motivated companion. The reason for all the walks I take before having a dog. I rarely walked outside the work and commute. She opened up the gates of nature for us, which we're very grateful for it, isn't it, Norika? Yeah. So this golf course is an 18-hole World Championship golf course. It's a public one though, anyone can come and play. It's very well maintained. It has around 32 miles of drainage and irrigation systems, so it's playable all year long. Got some golfers over there. We're gonna keep to the paths. We don't want to disturb them. We don't want to get hit by a ball or no one to steal one of their balls, but she's done that before. This is the reception area for the golf course. We have a nice bar. That's the range over there. If it's raining, here are two holes where you can practice your short strokes, and here is the long stroke, which is only after treats. There you go. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this park has a pretty grim history. First, it all started with a small hamlet here, a hamlet being a small village which served two parishes, and they were just agricultural lands, and the soil quality was so poor the village was called Starval because people were starving. After they built the Grand Union Canal, they repurposed the lands from agriculture to just exploiting gravel, sand, soil, and it ended up a bricklaying factory here. They used to lay around 4 or 5 million bricks a month. That came once with the Industrial Revolution, and they started building massively in the London. During its bricklaying time, the tenants here started opposing to the name of Starval, and they changed the name to Stockley, which also meant poor quality soil, something like that. It was just not as aggressive as Starval. What did you find, Noah? Another firewood. Very nice. They're very helpful. After the soil resources were depleted, they started depositing waste and residue here, and it became a landfill. In the 1990, they underwent a massive revitalizing project where they made this park, the golf course, and Stockley Business Park, a huge industrial area where now they house a lot of businesses. They provide a lot of jobs. We're in the highest point of the park, possibly the highest point in all of the borough of Hayes and Hillingdon. Wow, it's hard to imagine that all these hills are made of rubbish, because everything is flat around this area. I can't even conceive the amount of effort they put in shifting all this earth. Amazing. The quality of the green is spotless. I've never golfed, but I would love to golf here. The fields are amazing. In the spring and summer I forage here. I found and I identified and eaten 6 species of different mushrooms: fried chicken mushroom, ink cap, wood bluet, field bluet, jelly ears, and grey oyster mushrooms. Apart from that, I found wild garlic, wild onions, a plant called Ranunculus ficaria. We make soup out of it. So yeah, it's a blessing. Golf courses, they're a beautiful retreat for humans and for wildlife as well. Look at Narika, she's playing the flute. Hey Noah, you found yourself a stick? Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Lost my phone. I had to run back to look for it. Fortunately, I found it. But ooh, what a shock. I don't want that to happen again. The fact that they have urban golf courses in London is very helpful for the local population. If not, they would surely build things on this. So even the public ones are very helpful. That little bird chirping is a Eurasian wren, Troglodytes troglodytes. Very small bird. This is a magpie nest, if I'm not mistaken. Magpies build their nests with roofs so it doesn't rain, and protected entrances so the chicks and eggs don't get eaten. This tree was my main source of jelly eel mushrooms, Auriucaria, I think. But believe it or not, it's been a very dry autumn and winter so far in the UK, and they're dried up and shriveled up. Once it rains for a couple of days, these swell up to the half my palm size. But yeah, all this branch all the way up is full of them. Noah is the most well-behaved dog today, isn't it, Noah? Why are you so serious today? Are you still tired? Here you go. Good girl. I found the wood blew it, but it's a bit past its time. Oh, there are actually two. Yeah, they're eaten by slugs. But this is edible when it's young. It's very nice, firm texture. That mound, it's the starting point for one of the holes here. You have to hit it that way. This part of the park, this is planted with chestnuts, but in the last 3-4 years they've been heavily infested by some type of leaf miner, and they lose all their leaves much early than they should, so they're all suffering and diseased. I think they're dying. A lot of diseases came from abroad here, and they affect the native English tree species like the ash dieback, the Japanese fir beetle, I think, and yeah, it's because the garden centers import a lot of trees from mainland and from possibly China, and they don't test them because they don't have enough people to do border checks. You see, all its bark is diseased and eaten away. Surely it's not a healthy tree. They're not thriving. Just so you know, here trees grow bags full of dog poop. We couldn't find an explanation for it, but yeah, that's what's happening. This park has 111 hectares, on which there's the Stockley Golf Course. Noah, hi. Stockley Golf Course, Stockley Business Park, Stockley Park, and Gould's Green horse riding school. You can come take horse riding classes, or just... Hey, no, stop it! Vine coci! Nu mai lătra! Sorry for scaring you. Why are you barking? She's just afraid of horses. She thinks they're just bigger dogs. No, I made a bit of a commotion. I had to apologize. Well, every time I go out with her, I have to have a bag full of apologies, because it's a bit grumpy. It's a good dog, don't you know? Look at the size of this ivy. It's almost as thick as a tree. No wonder they're killing and suffocating everything. Look at it. Wow. I think this is one of the thickest ivy trunks I've seen. It taps into this oak, killing it. The park is split in two by a road. We're going to the 11th hole. This trail also makes part of the London Loop. It's a belt of parks and green spaces you can go around London. Very nice bridge, one arch bridge. We're here, and this is the 18th hole. When there aren't golfers, Noah loves it here. She runs around, I throw her the ball. But today is pretty busy with golfers. People are still on their days off for holidays. So we're just gonna keep to the paths. The trees on the left, they're ornamental cherry trees. Ornamental as in they blossom, very nice white, pink blossoms, but they don't fruit. There's a lot of blackberries around. We've actually gathered a lot this year. We made some nice pies and jam. If they're in the sun, they get really nice and big and sweet. The ones in the shade, they're a bit more bitter. It's a nice lake. It accumulates all the water when it's raining, all the water coming off of the golf courses. This water can grow up to 2 meters. It comes up to here, the path. Now it's pretty low. There are some fish in it. I saw anglers. Let's play spot the dog. Her camouflage is spotless. Catch. Good girl. That was a failed throw. Here we can spot the relics of a stolen scooter. It's been here for the last 3 years, slowly decaying. People are cannibalizing it, taking parts. Good girl, Noah. Bravo. We mostly finished walking in the nature side of the park. We're gonna check out now the industrial bit, which is also heavily landscaped, so let's have a look. All these lakes are man-made. They use them to carry out bricks when they were making bricks here, and after they used to bring waste and refuse from all over London by barge. They made a cut to the canal. Very interesting statues, synchronized water swimming. They're used by those 3 cormorants as a resting place. These lakes have a lot of fish in them, but they're populated with mostly ornamental fish like koi carp, and fishing is not allowed. Heavily landscaped paths here in the industrial area. These buildings are relatively new. That's why they have so nice landscaping. This is carp, not carp. It's a beech tree hedge. Some kind of beech tree, yeah. They mostly keep their leaves over the winter. These ones no, because we had terrible winds, but this is what makes this tree appropriate for hedges. They keep their leaves over the winter. You can see this one. Yeah, not much, but still, they still have some leaves on them. There's a flock of Canadian geese in front. I sure hope they won't attack us. I've got Noah on the lead. Oh, look, a swan. They're very nice. Oh, they seem friendly, or friendly enough. I'm sure they're accustomed to dogs. Very curious of us. Hey, I found a nice bug hotel. They put all kinds of materials here, and bugs live in it. Very nice. Very thoughtful. Insect hotel. Guys, believe it or not, I managed to get ourselves a bit lost in this car park. It's, well, not car park, industrial area. It's a bit huge, but it's all buildings like that, surrounded by car parks with hedges. But I found our way. We're gonna exit soon. We came out of the park at the canal. This is the Grand Union Canal. It goes all the way into London. That way, 1 hour and a half of walking gets you to the Thames. And before that it splits and you can get to Paddington Basin, the same, in 1 hour and a half. 2 hours walking, 1 hour with the bike. Very nice and tranquil spot, this canal. I'm gonna come fishing sometime here. I'm gonna film it. This is bridge number 196 on the Grand Union Canal main line, and is the only remnants of the name Starval. The bridge is still called Starval Bridge. That name disappeared from all other places. It's been replaced with Stockley. This path, it's called the tow path, and it goes all the way where the canal goes, because they used to use horse-drawn barges and boats. And the boat was in the canal, and here they had a horse drawing it. Well, folks, we're finishing up our walk, so I need to wrap it up. We did around 9 kilometers in a little bit over 2 hours of walking. It was very nice, very relaxing. The best way to start the day. Listen, if you enjoyed it watching as much as we enjoyed it walking, make sure to click subscribe, because there's more to follow. We're just beginning. Thank you and take care.